complimenting the Achana and monthly theme heads and of course all the others who put together this beautiful black tie event. I wasn't sure which kind of black tie I was supposed to wear, so I brought both just in case. But on to the serious stuff. The reason I was asked to speak was to tell you how Achana changed me. I'm not going to say that I started davening any better than I did. It's still a struggle for me to keep focused. Nor did I stop wanting that piece of chocolate cake on the table. And yes, I still struggle in the classes to stay focused when the teacher is teaching her class. However, the day Hey Teves, because of Achana, is not just another day. It's actually the Yotes Kislev of our day and age. In Cheder Elementary School, Yotes Kislev was the day. The Kidrog of Chassidus was taken away on their farm. They're kennen learning Chassidus. Now we can learn Chassidus, and that's why we have Chassidus today. But after learning, I see that during Hey Teves there was a Kidrog. The Kidrog was placed on us. That after Gimel Tammuz, we have a Rebbe, the Hu B'chaim, was in jeopardy. And Baruch Hashem, it was one with a Dida Natzach. And Baruch Hashem for Achana, which brings out that Nitzchias, that yes, even now, we can still prepare the world for the coming of Mashiach, even with even more help from our Rebbe. Thanks to Achana, I'm learning things I never knew. And even if I did know them back somewhere in the dusty files that is taken out one day a year, on the day of Hey Teves, it's actually coming out this year in a way I can relate somewhat to. It's still very high stuff, and that's in the process of being internalized and understood. And I hope that by the day of Hey Teves, it all fits in nicely. And by the way, it actually helps me to focus on classes that much more, which is a huge thing. Like, I actually feel like I'm learning something. Like, it just gives me an extra thing to look forward to when I learn in class. I just want to mention a great big factor for why this Hachana has been different and more real than any of the other Hachanas in earlier years. This time, the Hachana heads had prepared a system where they paired up girls who would learn together daily, also known as Chavratza. Everyone cheer for your Chavratza! Yes, having someone who is there to learn with really helps in motivation. Yes, the chocolate is nice. I never got anything besides for a candy box or a great job, but still, it's nice. The paper chains all the way that's going to hang down the hallway will probably end up being tie. But that's not what makes me learn. It's the fact that when Sarah, my chavrasa, and I learn together, we literally finish every other paragraph with the word wow. It really feels real. Much more than if I read it and been yachting and not understanding every other word. Plus, at the end of our phone calls, it usually goes as follows. Sarah, if you walk out, I won't be offended because I didn't ask you before. I'm sorry. It goes like this. Sarah, wow, wow, wow. Mussie, it really is. Sarah, yup. Mussie, it's so cool how they put all this together. Sarah, I know it's really strong stuff. Both quietly contemplate for 2 seconds. Then obviously I cut the conversation short. Well, it's a pleasure, Sarah. Thank you so much. Sarah goes, thank you. But it doesn't end there. For example, last night we had a DMC about production, 12th grade, and seminary. Then, after we got friendly and everything, then Mussie goes, okay, Sarah, have a great night and see you tomorrow, Mirza Shem. And Sarah goes, yep, good night, see you, and then we hang up. So although we are at school together and we see each other every day, I kind of just like it used to be that I would pass her in the hallway and say hi here and there. But don't worry, We got over it. We became friends like the second night we start talking. But talking to Sarah and I made me realize what kind of school I'm in with so many girls that all make the school such a wonderful, fluffy experience. As I would like to be, and I don't come over every recess and say hi to you, but I do really feel lucky to be here, and I want to end by thanking each of you for just being who you are, where you are, and being part of the school. So here goes. 8th grade. Actually, never mind. If I would, then it would just be too much. I would take up too much time and saying the name Rivka 500 times. And every